Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your channeled message, where we will identify current energies at work in your life. And we will begin with some oracle cards. Have you answered your deepest calling? And I feel like you're getting a lot of energetic hits. Is that the right word to use? You're more in tune than you've ever been right now. Like you've always been that way, but now you're actually more or less you're deciding to be a part of it now. You're deciding to hone that skill, okay? So the question is, how are you going to use it? Are you going to be a participant? Or are you going to be overwhelmed? It's almost like a skill that either gets control of you or you get control of it. Not for the sake of being a control freak, but gaining a positive. You have this skill, and you're going to use it to help people. So, do you choose to? Do you accept the calling? Do you accept what is required of you? You know, and it's deep. It's not something. I mean, you could run away from it, but if you run away from it, it's almost like it's more torture than it is anything. Because you get assaulted by emotions, by thoughts, by these, I'm not going to say voices, because it's not like that. It's more or less, you need to be here. You need to go there. And when you're not in control of it, then it just leads to confusion. Then you start asking yourself, why would I go there? That makes no sense. Whereas if you're choosing to follow your intuition, then you know that those things happen to you for divine reasons. Because things are supposed to happen with those inclinations that you get. So next you have hidden path, the marriage of spirit and matter. Knowing that is spirit trying to guide you to where you need to be. Knowing that is your guides guiding you. And when you pray for or you ask for guidance or intuition, and it's not even that you're asking for intuition, you have it, you're asking to understand, you're asking for understanding, a more pointed, it's like a manual to your wisdom. You have wisdom, it's just, what does it mean? You get these signs, but what do I do with this? You know, it's like a language that is hard to understand. So you have the Magician card next. And that is skills, potential, mastery, power, creativity, okay? So the Magician literally chooses to hone his skill, chooses to be in the driver's seat, chooses to take action when it's supposed to happen. He is in control, okay? He's the alchemist. And that's what you're being asked. Do you choose to be the magician? Do you choose to be the alchemist? Do you choose to use all of these incredible gifts you've been given, okay? I feel like, you know, you've been given these skills, and I mean, I'm talking, you could be psychic, you could have the ability to read people's minds, like, not as in what they're exactly thinking, but you understand their intent, like the ability to understand dreams. Do you choose to develop these skills further, to understand how to use them to assist in healing when asked? Do you choose that? Because you have the moon card next. So, do you have fear towards these gifts? Is it like, I know I have this skill, but I'm afraid that by having these skills, I could use them in a bad way, or I could be seen as a bad person if I reveal that I have these gifts. I'm confused as to what this means about me. I don't want to come across as a bad person if I try to warn someone, if I get a bad feeling about a situation. So the moon is about intuition. It's about dreams, okay? So the moon is unconscious fears, or fears that are coming out as far as you being able to use your gifts. So if you are given gifts and you know you had these gifts, they're there for a reason. And it's literally, I feel like, your responsibility to develop them, okay? And that's my interpretation. Because you agreed to come in this life for a reason, right? If you could heal people, why wouldn't you choose to do so? If you could assist in relieving someone's pain, why wouldn't you choose to do that? Doctors go to school, like, people choose to go to school to become doctors so that they can literally help people with afflictions, okay? And that's the same thing here. Obviously, along the way, you're going to make sure that you're doing these things ethically. I believe there is an ethical duty. And that's all within every person. You do have people out there that seek to control people in a bad way. But it's different with every person, okay? And it's just being honest with yourself about that. Having integrity, having courage, okay? Next you have, so I'm going to say this too. You have to be in your own body and say, I am not going to use this to manipulate people to my will. I am not going to do this to try to influence people to do what I want them to do, okay? And that's, again, within the power of every person. You have the Five of Swords here. This is about dishonor, loss, facing consequences. So the people given these abilities, which I truly believe and have seen and have experienced are out there. You can be a bad person, but there is karma. There is facing consequences for your actions, okay? That's why I believe there is balance in the universe. There's people that are given fame, fortune, and okay, not everyone seems to get what they deserve, but I do believe karma always has its reward. Karma always has its hand and we don't always see it. And it's not our job to, okay? As long as we conduct ourselves in an ethical manner, we conduct ourselves in a way that keeps our soul clean, then we don't have to worry about it, okay? Because honestly, we just need to worry about ourselves. So you have the King of Wands next. King of Wands is intuitive, decisive, inspirational. It's an inspirational person because it's like the fire, for instance. Fire is a power. Fire is an element. It can be destructive or it can give warmth to people who are freezing, okay? And it's within that fire, the choice of that fire, what's it going to be, destructive or life-giving? Every person makes that choice, okay? You have the King of Earth next, okay? That's Pentacles. The King of Earth is sensible, patient, generous, traditional, stable, humble. Earth. The earth. You can grow crops with the earth. You can plant seeds. You can go swimming in the rivers. It can also create earthquakes. It can also create hurricanes. So the earth can be both destructive and life-giving at the same time. The earth can cause death and life, just like fire can cause death and life. It's your choice whether to celebrate destruction or to celebrate life, okay? Gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life around you. So, really digging deep within yourself and figuring out who you are as a person, what skills you're trying to develop, what the calling is that you're trying to answer. no person is completely perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. So what is it that you're trying to do with your life? Finding this calling, establishing the marriage between spirit and matter, seeing the magic, knowing that, and I read this not too long ago, it's like there is no magic because everything is magic, you know? So when everything is magic, there is no magic because spirit and matter combine on a daily basis, okay? They do. We live, I mean, the human body is magic in itself, if you think about it, okay? So doing this soul search, this soul investigation on your own and figuring out what truths do you know, do you feel are true for yourself, becoming a magician on your own, deciding who you want to be as a person. I feel like those are the strong themes for yourself, and this may be something that you need to do on your own for now, okay? Because you don't need to listen to what people are telling you that you are. You're a bad person. You're a good person. You should be this. You should be that. I feel like it's really important for you right now to do research on your own. Not tell you that this way is right, this way is wrong, this religion is right, that religion is wrong. You can't find God here. You can't find God there. It's really important for you to find these things out for yourself because I think you'll be surprised where you find your home at. Okay, and home being where your heart feels happy, okay? And that's what I have for you today, Sagittarius. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you next time.